First of all, I just want to welcome you guys all to Eagle Wing this morning. My name is Jeff. Today we have 2 pods of killer whales. We've got resident whales over in the San Juan Islands. We're going to start out here at Race Rock's Lighthouse. So we're going to head southwest first. This lighthouse, Race Rock's Lighthouse, is the 2nd oldest lighthouse on the west coast of Canada. What's happening here, guys, is Pearson College conducts research, and the lighthouse keepers have been allowed to stay here as caretakers or custodians on the island, and they help out with Pearson College. So what we've got here, guys, these are called harbor seals. The harbor seal weighs about 200 to 300 pounds, and these seals are extremely lazy. 70% of their life, that's pretty much it right there. All right, so for some of you guys, this is your national bird for the United States. Outside of Alaska, we have some of the highest concentrations in North America. There are thousands of mating pairs here in the Northwest. And this will be one of the adults, right? We know this because when they're an adult, they have a white head and tail. The whales are with all these boats. These are a mixture of US and Canadian whale watch boats. Whenever possible as well, we always shut the motor off to minimize noise, right? These killer whales are very acoustic animals. Sound is very important to them. Each whale can be identified quite easily by looking at the white saddle patch. Every saddle patch is slightly different. We also look at the tall dorsal fin because it's different in size, different in shape. Right there, L72 Racer. That's L72 Racer. Oh, that is so cool. Look at this.
Canadians love their beer. Tonight in Victoria, we're going on an ale trail. Our first stop, Swan's Brew Pub.
Swan's is a brew pub downtown Victoria. This building, beautiful building, it was built in 1913. This is just 3 of our beers. First beer we're going to have is a Tessier's Wit beer.
That's your last name?
That's my last name.
Nice.
Named this one after myself.
Good for you.
Favorite type of beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it's
perfect
like
summer beer.
Summer beer. Second beer we're going to try is our Extra IPA. Really hoppy, really bitter.
I think I like this the best.
Sweet, yeah.
And I like your summer, and then I like your IPA.
Cool.
I like them all, but this is my order.
You can like them all.
It's like your children, right?
Yes.
So we found our way to award-winning canoe brew pub. Yogi here is going to tell us about these props on the table that aren't just props.
They're not
These
just
are
props.
awards, my man.
They are awards. They're really good awards. We actually won 2 silver awards for 2 out of 4 of our beers. For our lager, which is our Czech-inspired beer, and our brown ale.
Well done.
Yeah.
Your process is really fresh. There aren't that many
really
steps.
fresh. Yeah, it's only literally 10 paces from the grain until the beer, which is in there, that goes to your tap. So it's really, really fresh beer. This used to be a coal-powered power plant for Victoria. So this place used to actually power Victoria's city, which is pretty cool.
And now beer powers the city.
Yeah, exactly.
So should I try one?
We're still powering. Yeah, definitely.
This is
try
one of the award ones, yeah?
Cheers. This is our lager. This is our lightest one we have. More of our summer drink. What do you think?
I like it. Very
Definitely
light.
a good day for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice summer day. Perfect. Our last stop on the Ale Trail, Canada's oldest licensed brew pub, Spinnaker's.
Since back in May of 1984, we've been brewing all of our own beer, building, local community. We've still got people that have been coming in since '84. This year is our Hoptoria. We brewed this one in commemoration of Victoria's 150 years. Hoptoria says it all, Victoria.
You guys are also all about your food.
100%.
And local foods.
Definitely. I mean, even our cattle, we have an arrangement going on with our cattle farmer where we give her all of our used barley. She gives it to the cattle, and in return we get beef. So you got a burger and beer, you kind of got like a tiny little circle of life going there.
So our first activity here on Grouse Mountain is ziplining. Now I've ziplined before, but this is a little bit different setup, Chris.
Completely different to a lot of places around the world. No oven glove or bamboo pole or anything like that. Fully automatic system. So, all right, up you come, John. Just watch your head when you stand up on here. Feels good.
It's like sitting in a harness and like in a chair. It's perfect.
All right, off we go. Woo! See you down there.
Woo!
Okay, perfect. Line number 2 here. We're starting to get into the good stuff, okay? This line, it's a lot longer, it's a lot steeper than that first one. We're basically gonna end up going a lot faster.
Oh my gosh, how beautiful is this? Woo! So I mentioned that we've ziplined before in different places, but the harness is completely different.
Yeah.
The stopping is completely different. And
Sure
taking a chair to our next zipline, I love it.
This line is about 1,200 feet long, and if you're going fast enough, you can reach up to speeds of 80 kilometers an hour down here.
Guys, thank you so much for an exhilarating afternoon. What's up next on our tour of Grouse Mountain? What should we see?
Right behind us, the eye of the wind. You get some insane 360-degree views of the city and the mountains around us, so I definitely recommend heading up there.
Meet Ian. He's going to tell us about this impressive wind turbine. It's not a windmill. What's the difference? Windmill makes bread, wind turbine makes power. This makes power. Makes power. This is super cool. First one of its kind in the world to actually have both a passenger elevator and a viewing platform on there. So accessible to the public, super easy for anyone to get to from 2 to 200. These are the coastal mountains here that are actually a subset. They're called the North Shore Mountains. So these big ones that we have in back, it's called Cathedral, and then the one in front of it is Mount Coliseum, and it's as rugged as you get.
And then the view of Vancouver.
Absolutely gorgeous, eh?
Yeah, it's probably the best view in the city.
I don't think you can get anywhere else better. And this is a very cool part of Vancouver right now. Tell us about Granville Island.
Very nice. Well, Granville Island has a lot of history. All of the tin buildings that you see here, are original buildings. This used to be a real workers' place, very industrial. So they opened up the market in 1979 and invited artisans to come in with their studios and local vendors to open up shop, and it was an instant success.
Let's explore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stop Uno.
This is the stock market. So here they actually open before the market opens at 8 a.m. and they start serving breakfast. So they serve oatmeal sometimes with a nice fruit sauce.
That is so good.
So South China Seas, great place to get those special ingredients for when you're cooking and you can't find it anywhere else.
Unique.
You come here, everybody knows about South China Seas. And this is sea asparagus. So this is salty.
We had this last night at Kitsilano Kitchen.
Oh, you did?
Chef Brian comes down here every day and buys all his ingredients fresh and prepares his menu daily.
That's fabulous.
And we had this on one of our appetizers. So I noticed that you started with the bag and now I have it. Why am I carrying the bag now?
That's because
I'm
you're
a gentleman.
misbehaving and I want you to have the full experience on the tour.
Just because I was misbehaving.
So next up is Benton Brothers Spine Cheese. I love this stuff because there's a huge story. Andrew and his brother Jonah actually own this cheese company. And they've got 3 locations, but they're engineers. They never were born into this. They decided they didn't want to be engineers anymore, got into the cheese business. And what they specialize in is small production cheeses. We're going to go to Petit Ami next for some coffee samples.
It's obviously very popular.
It is. And
There's a line.
It's a hidden secret. So once people come on the tour or they come through Granville Island on their own, they discover the coffee, then they keep coming back. So we're here at Lee's Donuts, and this is one of the original vendors in the market when it opened in 1979. They're doing very simple donuts, very simple recipes. They haven't changed anything, and they make it with a lot of love and care. All right, so we're here at Edible Canada to do our last tasting of the tour. So birch syrup is kind of the new niche product out of Canada. You know, some people get different things.
I taste birch.
Do you?
I
Really?
don't
Wow,
know
what a
what-
great palate. This is a staple in my fridge. This is Turkish fig and walnut wine spread, so it's like a jam. We're sort of taking you on a little trip through the Vancouver food scene and what's local and what's Canadian and what's really good.
You did a very nice job today.
Well,
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
It's you that makes me feel happy. It's you that makes me feel right. It's you that makes me feel crazy. It's you, it's you, it's you.
Wadasun is the official sound of Vancouver tourism, which is pretty darn cool, guys.
We had a song in a radio contest, and through one of the judges in that contest is a music supervisor in Vancouver, and she was contracted to find some music for that and heard the song. I thought it would be perfect for it.
Oh, oh, yeah. It's you, you that makes me feel happy. It's you that makes me feel right. It's you, hey, that makes me feel crazy. It's you, it's you, it's you.
Tourism Vancouver said, you guys have to check out this video. Your video is amazing. And they did it for you guys, right? They loved your song so much, they said, we want to make this video.
Being the musicians we were, we didn't have any funding to do so.
Of course.
So we're just trying to like scrape together $1,000 to get our buddy to make a video, and all of a sudden we get called from Vancouver Tourism, and they want to put on a huge, production for us.
So cool.
For nothing. So that was, obviously it was a dream come true.
Hey, it's you that is always up on my mind. I gotta be taking up all the time. Yeah, that's right. You know what makes me feel right, what makes me feel nice. You make me feel twice. Sure, I wanna get close to, just like all your clothes get to do all over you. We said try me young bum, but I wanna make them sing, mama sing that to you. But I wanna make them feel happy. It's you that makes me feel right. It's you that makes me feel crazy. It's you, it's you, it's you. Oh, yeah, it's you, it's you, it's you.
Your music is described as funky, soulful beach music. So how appropriate that we're out on a gorgeous night in Vancouver on the beach.
Yep.
Does it get any better than this?
This is why you live in Vancouver. This is the time of season, and that's why you come down here.
So the song is called It's You, Vancouver, and every time I hear it, I like it more. What I also like about you guys is that your music and your style is upbeat and positive, which is what Next Stop is. We're always about having fun and keeping it positive, so you guys fit in perfectly.
It's you.